And on board, with these relatively limited amount of space, Darwin had to figure carefully what was he going to take on this voyage. Well, he brought supplies that a naturalist would need. He brought pickling jars, and he brought notebooks, and he brought all sorts of pens and pencils and things to draw specimens, and other supplies he needed to ship specimens home, because he wasn't going to carry all this stuff for this multi-year voyage with him. He was going to ship some of it back on British ships that were going home, that they passed on the sea routes. Well, among the things he had, one of the most important were a couple of books. One book was Charles Lyell's Principles of Geology, a brand new book at the time that offered a pretty dramatically new vision of geology from the wisdom of the recent decades. And Darwin was very keen on geology. He had a lot of experience while at Cambridge of going across the English countryside, which has lots of interesting geological formations, and Darwin took extra care to learn about them. The second book he had with him was the Holy Bible. Darwin, who was going to study for the clergy, considered this book his authoritative reference on all matters of morality. And he would quote on board ship, literally, directly from the Bible, and read to some of the sailors. Now, the geological background Darwin had and his grasp of geology was absolutely critical to his future success as a naturalist. This is one element that he had running through his brain that other naturalists of the time perhaps did not. What Darwin understood from reading Lyell and from some of his personal experiences was that landforms change. That was a relatively new idea at the time. Secondly, he began to understand the immensity of time, that the Earth was much older than he had been first led to think. So just those ideas were percolating in his mind as he started to voyage around the world.